Danica Patrick has always been a trailblazer, smashing records and making history in both IndyCar and NASCAR, where she broke barriers for women in racing. But recently, she's been making headlines for entirely different reasons. A series of her bikini photos and other scandals have placed her in the spotlight, leaving fans shocked by her latest controversies. What truly happened to Danica Patrick? What other scandals have she found herself in? Watch till the end to find out. Danica Patrick is an American former professional racing driver and model. She is known as the most successful woman in the history of American open-wheel car racing, especially after she won the 2008 Indy Japan 300 as the only woman in an IndyCar Series race. Danica was born to working-class parents who owned a coffee shop and a glass company. In her high school, she was a cheerleader, but when he was not racing, she spent her time babysitting for a family. Initially, Danica thought that she would be a secretary, veterinarian, or a singer, as she had no interest in racing. But she and her sister figured out that they enjoyed go-karting and asked their parents to buy them one each. Soon after, Danica began karting in Wisconsin. Her father was her crew chief, and her mother recorded her statistics. As a beginner, she had no role models or idols, but was just focusing on what she wanted to do. From a young age, her parents were highly supportive of her diverse interests. Before she got into go-karting, she enjoyed racing on a lawnmower and four-wheeler. By the age of 10, Danica's dream was to become a race car driver and an engineer. In her first race, Danica crashed into a concrete wall at 25 miles per hour due to a brake failure. She escaped uninjured. In her next race, she finished second out of 20 drivers. Gradually, she improved her eye-to-foot coordination, setting different age track records at Michiana Raceway Park and Sugar River Raceway. She also dabbled in snowmobiles, motocross, and midget car racing. At age 13, Danica wanted to move to California so that she could compete throughout the year, but her parents declined because of their businesses. Still, she traveled around the Midwestern United States to race. Her family also sold merchandise featuring her to help with the travel expenses. Her parents also imposed a rule that said that she couldn't undertake activities that could harm her public image. This earned her 10 regional karting titles in a few years. Soon after, Danica dropped out of high school when she was 16 in her junior year, with the consent of her parents. She obtained a GED certification and moved to England by herself, moving her career forward. After moving to England to compete in the Junior Formula Series, Danica's career started as a trailblazer in motorsports. Her time in England helped her hone her skills and resilience against a fierce international competition. Danica's IndyCar debut came in 2005 with Rahal Letterman Racing, where she quickly made waves, earning the Rookie of the Year award at the Indianapolis 500 and the IndyCar Series. Her historic win at the 2008 Indy Japan 300 cemented her position in racing history, making her the first woman to claim victory in an IndyCar race. She consistently performed well even at the Indianapolis 500, including a third-place finish in 2009, the highest for a female driver. In 2010, Danica transitioned to stock car racing, joining NASCAR's Nationwide Series and later the Cup Series. She made headlines again when she became the first woman to secure the pole position for the Daytona 500, earning a top 10 finish. During her NASCAR career, she broke different careers in the male-dominated spot, amassing 7 top 10 finishes in the Cup Series before retiring in 2018. Danica's career is defined by her relentless determination and ability to inspire others, particularly women, to pursue their dreams in motorsports and beyond. Her groundbreaking achievements continue to resonate, proving that passion and perseverance can drive success on and off the track. This also attracted more media attention, as she became a prominent figure in motorsport. But as Danica went on to break barriers in her career, she also faced different challenges. Even if Danica was the most successful woman in American open-wheel car racing history, she faced a lot of challenges during her career. She faced funding issues over the years, especially in 2002 when her funding ran out and she had to return to the United States. As a race car driver, she also dealt with different accidents, like in 2004 when she was hospitalized with a concussion after an accident. Danica's final race had a shocking crash in 2018 when she lost control of her car and hit the wall. This crash is now called the Danica Double. Danica was dealing with other accidents, including a crash when she was turned into the outside world at top speed. As Danica's career advanced, she had to deal with learning curves. For instance, when she started handling stock cars, she had to learn how to handle them, as these led to constant crashes. But one of her worst challenges was gender bias. Since she was a woman, she faced a lot of challenges due to her gender. There was a lot of media scrutiny and controversy from fans, who were calling her a gimmick or publicity stunt. She also faced a lot of pressure to win races as a woman, as many say that women drivers are held to a higher standard than men. Danica did not only face gender biases, but she also defied stereotypes, proving that women could excel in the highest levels of racing. Her early career was challenging as she faced skepticism from peers and industry insiders who doubted her capabilities due to her gender. What's more, it was hard for her to secure opportunities in motorsports, especially since many teams hesitated to invest in female drivers. She finally silenced critics in 2008 by winning the Indy Japan 300 as the first woman to win an IndyCar race. It also debunked myths about women's physical and mental capabilities in high-stakes racing. Even when she transitioned to NASCAR in 2010, it was hard for her to master stock car racing, and many thought that she would be unable to do it as a woman. Despite these challenges, she became the first woman to secure a pole position at the Daytona 500 in 2013. Beyond the track, Patrick's resilience and success have inspired countless women to pursue their dreams in motorsports and other male-dominated fields. She used her platform to challenge stereotypes, showing that talent and determination know no gender. By overcoming rejection, team selection struggles, and societal biases, Danica Patrick not only broke records but also paved the way for future generations of female athletes. Her legacy is a testament to the power of perseverance in the face of adversity. Danica was well known as a speed demon who is always turning up the speed on the racetrack, but her fans soon found out that she had no problem heating up the media. In fact, Danica Patrick photos leave little to imagination, as she showed up her trim and toned figure in a red-hot bikini a few years after becoming the first woman to win the IndyCar Series race. While sunbathing in Maui, Hawaii, she sported a two-piece bikini, and her pictures were all over the internet after that. Many fans also spotted the tattoo which sat at the base of her back. It was of an American flag, which attracted a lot of attention for her patriotism. She was sitting on a chair wrapped up in a towel due to the hot weather. Rumors flared up again a few years later when it was revealed that she had split from her football player boyfriend of 2 years, who was Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers. Many said that she was showing her ex-boyfriend what he was missing when she posted pictures of her bikini body in a leopard print two-piece during a girls' trip. Many said that she had been under stress after the split, but it seemed to be untrue when she was spotted smiling a lot while her photos left little to the imagination. It showed that she looked even better, as she modeled a leopard print bikini while on a speedboat. She showed off her tan, toned figure on social media saying, "The front of the boat was where you could find me today." Others also spotted her tattoo again, which is on her lower back. The photos quickly circulated on the internet, leaving little to the imagination of all her fans. Another picture that circulated on social media was one of her in a blank tank top that read, "Namaste Beaches" on the front, and short shorts, with many of her fans praising her good-looking body. Still, her photos continue to circulate around, especially as she continues to keep in shape and engage in regular workouts as an athlete. Recently, Danica Patrick has been receiving a lot of backlash from the public, especially now that she is working as a Sky Sports F1 commentator. She made a lot of insensitive remarks undermining the female community, and this has caused her to come under fire. F1 fans have been asking for her removal from the role as a commentator. It was ironic that she made comments against the female community when she is known as the most successful woman in American open-wheel racing. She spent nearly 2 decades in open-wheel car racing. Fans and viewers continue to say that they won't miss Danica if she is removed from her role as the commentator, especially after she expressed her views at the Hungarian GP, which led the first-ever kid-led broadcast. When a child broadcaster asked the former racer if she would like to see a female F1 driver race in the future, Danica made a surprising response that undermined the capabilities and strength of women. She had said, I think that the nature of the sport is masculine. It's aggressive. You have to handle the car. Not only just the car because that's skill, but the mindset that it takes to be really good is something that's not normal in a feminine mind, a female mind. One can imagine that this statement attracted a lot of backlash and controversy from the public, especially since many looked up to her as a female leader in the racing world. Many would have hoped that she would support other women who want to go into racing, especially since the media has called her a gimmick since she was a woman in the racing. But instead, she maintained the idea that the public had held about her, calling the sport masculine. The backlash intensified when she spoke against the carbon-neutral cause that Formula One has been working towards, with the goal being 2030. She is known for hosting her podcast, and on one episode, she hosted a guest who was a climate change denier. Fans were against this move, especially when other drivers and Formula One as a whole have been advocating the need to fight climate change. Danica Patrick, renowned for her trailblazing motorsport career, has faced backlash for her role as a pundit in the Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive and her commentary at Formula One events. Her addition to Drive to Survive Season 6 sparked polarized reactions from fans, with critics questioning her relevance to Formula One. Some viewers expressed their displeasure on social media, claiming her insights were uninteresting, or that other figures more deeply connected to the sport were overlooked. Comments like, "Why the F is Danica Patrick on Drive to Survive?" and "Stop forcing Danica Patrick on us," reflected frustration from some fans who felt her involvement was unwarranted. Despite the negativity, Patrick received support from others who valued her experience in high-level motorsport. Comparisons to legendary drivers like Mario Andretti emphasized her credibility. Supporters argued that her perspective, as someone who competed at the top of American motorsport, brought value to the discourse, with one fan urging critics to leave Danica Patrick alone. Another source of controversy stemmed from Patrick's comments at the 2023 Las Vegas Grand Prix. Following logistical issues that delayed an event and caused fans to leave prematurely, Patrick suggested attendees should have purchased full weekend passes to avoid missing out. While she highlighted the broader appeal of Las Vegas, including entertainment and luxurious suites, critics labeled her remarks as out of touch and dismissive of fans' frustrations. Patrick's comments and role have sparked debates about inclusion and expertise in motorsport media. While some fans appreciate her contributions, others remain critical of her perceived disconnect from Formula One's culture and fan base. The controversy reflects broader challenges faced by women and trailblazers in male-dominated industries, where every statement and role is often intensely scrutinized. Danica Patrick found herself at the center of controversy when she sued her team over a breach of contract and profit-sharing contract lawsuit. Danica sued her team due to a profit-sharing contract where she was supposed to receive a share of the money that was earned over a certain amount. She even said that the team did not pay her what was owed to her and that the team did not produce the necessary documentation. Stewart-Haas Racing, which is Danica's team, sued her primary sponsor, Nature's Bakery, for $31 million. The lawsuit claimed that Nature's Bakery refused to pay the millions of dollars that it owed the team to sponsor Danica. The lawsuit was filed after Nature's Bakery terminated the deal, saying that Danica was in breach of contract and was promoting competing products. Apparently, Stewart-Haas Racing agreed to a sponsorship agreement with Nature's Bakery, despite the fact that there were misgivings about whether the food manufacturer could afford it. But when they realized that they could not afford it, they sued them for $31 million instead. Still, Danica's team claimed that Nature's Bakery was concocting a scheme to avoid further payments, claiming that Danica was not using her social media presence enough to promote their brands. They also claimed that she was endorsing competing products. The scandals surrounding Danica became worse when Nature's Bakery claimed that her team could not control her. They said that her team took advantage of them since they were a young company with no NASCAR sponsorship experience, and the only thing that they did was take the bakery's money. They said, "It was as if Michael Jordan decided to wear Adidas while being paid by Nike." Whenever Danica Patrick goes, she seems to be followed by controversy and anti-fans. Many people discredit her and others want her to get out of racing. She has been chased by controversy, especially when she promoted the existence of lizard people. This is not the first time that she has demonstrated support for different conspiracy theories, as many fans still remember what she said about lizard people. It became worse when she engaged in an interview with Tucker Carlson, supporting the chemtrail conspiracy. The theorists that support this conspiracy think that the long-lasting condensation trails left behind in the sky by high-flying aircrafts are chemtrails, which are chemical and biological agents that are being sprayed in public without the knowledge of the general public. She had said, "It's one thing for people to be able to live how they want to live and operate. It's another thing when what you're doing is now finally affecting me. For me, it's that you can't say what you want to say anymore, and you get in trouble for having an opinion. I got in trouble for going to AmFest and saying I love this country. People were like, I hate you. You're awful. Unfollow." I'm like, how did we get to this point where you can't say, I love this country? You see chemtrails all over the sky and they are poisoning our air, they are poisoning our food, and I'm like, this is really affecting me. After retiring from her groundbreaking motorsport career, Danica Patrick successfully transitioned into a multifaceted businesswoman, media personality, and advocate for wellness. Her ventures showcase her entrepreneurial spirit and passion for diverse interests. One of her notable achievements is the launch of Somnium Winery, a vineyard in Napa Valley that reflects her love for wine and her commitment to excellence. In addition to Somnium, Patrick expanded her brand with the creation of a candle line and a clothing collection, combining artistry and functionality. Patrick also carved a niche in media as a public speaker, author, and podcast host. Her podcast, Pretty Intense, features candid conversations with influential figures across various industries, offering insights into success, resilience, and personal growth. As an author, Patrick penned Pretty Intense, the 90-day mind, body, and food plan, sharing her approach to fitness, nutrition, and mental clarity. Her media presence extends to sports analysis, where she lends her racing expertise as a commentator, further cementing her influence in motorsport and beyond. In her personal life, Patrick has faced challenges, including a divorce and high-profile relationships. These experiences, combined with long-term health struggles, have shaped her focus on self-care and personal development. Following years of health issues, Patrick prioritized fitness and wellness, delving into functional medicine and holistic practices. This journey led her to advocate for self-awareness and proactive health management, encouraging others to prioritize their well-being. Through her businesses, public engagements, and advocacy, Patrick continues to inspire fans and followers. Her ventures reflect a commitment to creativity, empowerment, and resilience, showcasing her ability to reinvent herself while staying true to her values. Whether through her entrepreneurial efforts, media contributions, or wellness advocacy, Patrick's post-racing endeavors demonstrate her determination to thrive and uplift others in all aspects of life. Danica Patrick's legacy is defined by her groundbreaking achievements in motorsports and her enduring influence as a trailblazer for women in the racing world. Breaking barriers in a male-dominated industry, Patrick became a symbol of perseverance, ambition, and the power of representation. Her historic victory at the 2008 Indy Japan 300 made her the first woman to win an IndyCar race, solidifying her place in the annals of motorsport history. Beyond her on-track accomplishments, Patrick's success served as a beacon of possibility for aspiring female drivers worldwide, proving that gender should never limit potential. Throughout her career, Patrick faced skepticism and gender biases, but met these challenges head-on, consistently demonstrating her skill, determination, and resilience. Her success opened doors for women in motorsports, inspiring future generations to pursue their dreams, both in racing and other traditionally male-dominated fields. Patrick's story is not only about achieving greatness, but also about shattering stereotypes and redefining what is possible. Even after retiring from professional racing in 2018, Patrick remains a prominent figure in the racing community and beyond. Her work as a media analyst and commentator allows her to share her expertise and passion for motorsports, while her entrepreneurial ventures showcase her ability to reinvent herself and thrive in new arenas. By excelling as a businesswoman, author, and podcast host, Patrick demonstrates that reinvention and adaptability are key to long-term success. Patrick's legacy extends beyond racing. She embodies the importance of hard work and determination, showing how one can overcome obstacles and leave an indelible mark. Her journey inspires not only female athletes, but anyone striving to break barriers and achieve excellence. Danica Patrick's life and career are a testament to the transformative power of perseverance and the importance of challenging limits, ensuring her place as a lasting source of inspiration.